My name's John, and I'm a storyteller. Today I'd like to tell you a story inspired by the fairy tale Rapunzel. It's all about a little girl and her family. Not so very long ago, although it seemed like forever, a little girl was lying on the living room floor. She was drawing a picture. You see, it was her nan's birthday the next week. She was using her favourite crayons to draw a very special picture of her favourite fairy tale character. She'd drawn a tower, and sitting in the window, combing her long hair, was Rapunzel, waiting for a prince. Every now and then, the little girl would look up from her picture and see that her mum and dad were watching the news. The little girl tried to watch the program, but she didn't understand it. She'd asked her mum about it at bath time, but her mum just smiled at her hair. The next day at school, there was an assembly. The little girl usually loved assemblies, but not this one. The head teacher explained that soon the school would close, but not to worry, because she was sure they would see one another again very soon. So at the end of the week, school had shut. Because her mum and dad didn't have to go to work, there was plenty of time for the family to play games and watch films in their flat at the top of the tall tower block they lived. It became obvious to the little girl that her mum and dad weren't interested in playing games or watching films. They were listening to the radio, watching the television news, almost as if they were waiting for something to happen. So the little girl went into her bedroom. She played with her toys. She read her favourite story, Rapunzel, and how she sat at the window, combing her long hair, waiting to be rescued. One afternoon, the little girl was sitting at her bedroom window looking out onto the estate. From the window, she could see the car park and the playground, the trampoline, slide and swings. The little girl wasn't allowed in the playground anymore. She wasn't allowed to see her friends. She hadn't been allowed to take Nan her favourite picture for her birthday. As she watched, the little girl saw another little girl, similar age to her, making her way across the car park. And she watched this mystery child slip through the railings into the playground, past the slide, past the trampolines. She sat down on a swing. As she did, she saw the little girl in the pool. For a moment, neither child knew what to do. But then the girl in the playground smiled. It was a sweet, warm smile. It was all the little girl in the flat could do back. The next day, the mystery child slipped through the railings of the playground again, but this time the girl in the flat was braver. She stood up on the end of the bed and called at the girl through the window. "What's your name? Please, what's your name?" Of course, the girl in the playground could not hear her because of the glass, but she gave a quizzical look, and this encouraged the girl in the flat to shout louder and bang on the window. "What's your name? Please, stay there. I'll come and play with you." The noise in the bedroom soon saw the door open. It was her mother. "Who are you calling to?" Her mum. "Come to the window, Mum. There's somebody in the playground. Maybe I can play with them." But by the time her mum reached the window, the girl in the playground was gone. Her mother smiled, stroked the little girl's hair. So the time passed. The girl in the playground smiling up at the girl in the flat. The girl in the flat occasionally putting her hand and waiting there when they would meet. Then one afternoon, her father came to her. Would she like to go to the corner shop for a pint of milk? Would she like to go to the corner shop? Of course she would. She hadn't been out of the flat in days. As soon as the door to the flat was open, she raced down the stairs. She waited impatiently at the flat block door, knew exactly where she wanted to go. As soon as her father opened the door to the block of flats, she charged through the door, across the car park, toward the playground. When she reached the railing, she looked around. The slide, the trampolines, the swing, all empty. The mystery girl that she'd seen from her bedroom was not there. When her dad caught her up, he put an arm around her, and together they made their way round the corner to the news. They bought their milk and a packet of the little girl's favourite sweets, but even these did nothing for her mood. The reason she had left the flat had not been achieved. She hadn't met the girl in the playground. But as they returned to their block of flats, and as her father put the key to the door in its place, she saw in the playground the girl sitting, staring up at her bedroom window, waiting for her. Without saying anything to her dad, she ran across the car park toward the playground, but already the other girl was leaving. Wait, please wait, she called. Breathless and panting, she ran as quickly as she could, almost tripping over her own feet to get to the playground. And the little girl waited. You see, there was no glass between them now. They turned and smiled at each other. What's your name? Please, what's your name? Hope. My name is Hope. Thank you. The two children smiled, warm, sweet smiles at one another, then skipped to their flats. I hope you've enjoyed that story. My name's John Kirk. You'll find me at john-kirk.co.uk on Facebook and on Twitter. If you've enjoyed this story, then perhaps you'll visit my YouTube channel, where you can find more stories to enjoy with your family. But for now, bye-bye.